So this would have made a cool video, but it was just so windy out today, so we're gonna have a bit of a short vlog. So we have some stuff we moved around today. You can kind of see it here. So first and foremost, we moved our pink lemonade blueberries. There's one, there's two. We're gonna get a third one because this one just isn't doing good. The chickens have been enjoying hanging out with us today. So we did that. If you saw one of our previous reels we posted, you'll see how we went in our grapevine, which looks good. But let's go over here. It's so windy. Oh my goodness. We moved our snowbank white blackberries over here. So we'll get way more sun. We also found that they like to spread even though they don't have that much going on above the ground. So they have plenty of room over here to spread next to the hops whenever they come in. Alright, let's go over there. Oh, I didn't even notice. My cheeks are so pink right now. Oh, yeah, it's been windy all day. It was in the 50s yesterday and it's like 33 right now. Alright, moving along. That's our scrap pile. But we moved our Kiowa blackberries over here. Pruned them up. So we just gotta make a support system for them there. Also pruned our thornless blackberry to something that's manageable for us. So that's gonna be very nice. And everything is just about starting to bud as far as new growth goes. So usually we get new growth coming in towards like mid to end of April. So hopefully this is enough time for them to kind of root out and establish so we can have a normal year of growth. I am so excited to go inside. Been out all day. I did this another day, but we went and cleaned up our hardy kiwis. We used an Anna along with a male pollinator. So this will be, I believe, year 3 for them. So we'll know pretty soon. If they don't end up flowering this spring, we'll have to wait another year or two. But that looks great. And then over here, we have this whole area cleared. I pulled as many of the roots as I could as well. So we'll have to figure that out in the meanwhile, but we do have asparagus coming up there probably in another month. But nice and clean. And then you can see behind me, we moved all of our oyster logs to this location for a specific reason. Please excuse the wind, but all these logs should be ready to fruit. We have 2 kinds of oysters and the 4 logs in the front, which are a more aggressive strain. So they should be ready to fruit this spring. And in the back we have lion's mane and shiitake, which are going into year 2, and we haven't gotten anything from them yet. But also I think that might have been my bad. So can you see where the sunlight is right now and where it's in the shade? I put these, unfortunately the ones I wanted to fruit, in an area that was just way too dry for them. So this part of our garage gets the most shade and is the most damp. And Greg was so nice and he actually put this all together so they're low but not on the ground. So I'm so tempted to just, soak them in water and force fruit them for the first time. I'm trying to be patient. So fingers crossed this spring we start getting some mushrooms out of all these. All right, last up we have the raspberries. Okay, so we thinned out the raspberries. We took out all the old canes. This one here, you can see that. This is a gold raspberry. It's a fall gold. And they grew these canes all last year, but they didn't flower, so they'll flower this year. And I know they're not the rockin' double red because the canes look totally different. Let's get that in focus. You see that? These are way pricklier and more brown. So the rockin' double red I also thinned out. You don't really need to. I just wanted to make sure there's at least some extra nutrients going down. Last year in the spring, everything that grew was same year canes, and they just kind of came up. So this is just to clean it up, give it any last reserves, and then our fall golds over there. We have 4 canes, which are pretty tall. I had to go inside. It's so windy outside. That's all the berry cane pruning that we did. We use a berry cane pruning book, but we've done it for a couple years now, so we're pretty comfortable with the process. And when you want to transplant, like if you are planning on transplanting any berries for yourself, you can do it this time of year. Some people recommend only in the winter, only in the fall, or only in the spring. We like to do the spring because they already kind of have all those nutrients going into the winter and they're ready to like burst open for the spring. So we just think they'll do okay. So they'll all grow back, and I'm excited for them in the new spaces. We were worried about them spreading out. We totally put them in the wrong space when it came to the blackberries. That's okay. I think they're going to do really well where we put them.